Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by to see what we have going on today. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. On this channel, I love to do all things DIY and crafting. I love to do them on the budget. However, at times I do love to splurge. But at the end of the day, no matter what I'm doing, I love to have fun. So today's video is an exciting video. It is a Deck the Halls collaboration with two lovely ladies here on YouTube. I will share more information about that in a few minutes as we go into the video. First, I would like to ask that if you are new here and you like to do all things crafting and you like to do them, you know, where it's not hurting your pocket, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just know that those comments are only desired and not required. So we are going to go ahead and jump into our first DIY. All the DIYs today are Christmas themed, and I'm just going to give you guys a full disclosure up front. I did a lot of painting off camera just because I was pressed for time and I just needed to get through the project. So it was nothing spectacular, just your basic painting technique, some distressing here and there, and you will see as we go through the video where I did make some corrections to some of my original thoughts while painting. So this first one we're gonna do, it's a oversized wooden ornament that I got, a wooden ornament shape, should I say, that I got from Hobby Lobby after last Christmas. I got it on the sale, after Christmas sale, and I don't remember the price. I know right now they're going for $7.99, and I think they have like 50% off right now. So I know it was way cheaper than that, but nonetheless, you know, I had it in my stash and I knew I wanted to craft with it this year. And then I'm using a smaller one in the same shape, but I got that one from Dollar Tree. I just went in with different shades of blues, some like teals, turquoisey, I don't know, turquoise shades of blues, different shades there. And these, I do like the darker blue here, which I think it's the vintage blue, and that's one of the chalk paints that I get from Walmart, and I like that color. That is the base of the color I wanted, because I am going to be doing some decoupage, which I did show there. I got some napkins off of Amazon, and it's the manger scene, and it just says Oh Holy Night. So I definitely wanted, that was my inspiration piece for the colors I was going after. However, on the smaller piece, I was doing the, you know, just blending it all together, and it just started looking way too beachy for me. So you're gonna see that later on down the road where I do change the color. So here, what I'm doing is basically layering them on top of one another, and I'm going to use some of the tower tumbling blocks from Dollar Tree. Originally I did 3 sets of 2s, but at the end I end up doing 4 sets of 2s because it needed to be stable all the way around, and I just felt like with just the 3 it wasn't working, so I opted to do 4. So I'm putting those to the side, letting them set up for a few minutes. I am using Gorilla Hot Glue to adhere those together, but you could definitely use, you know, crazy glue, wood glue, your choice, E6000 and regular Gorilla Glue. And so what I'm doing here is I'm taking the little strings, this is from the party section at Dollar Tree, the strings that you tie to balloons. So I'm going to use that as the neck or rim of the ornament, so to say. You know how it has that little silver thing where you put the hook through? Yeah, so that's what I was going after. So here are these napkins. They are 2-ply. They are gorgeous. Like, I just love the blues in them. They're just really remind me of the manger scene. And so all I'm doing here is I took a piece of painter's tape, attached it to one finger, pull the 2-ply apart just to use that single ply. You can also use like Mod Podge to, you know, stick it to your fingers, so on and so forth. It's all kind of ways to get it apart. So here, what I'm doing is I'm gonna take, well, I did take a wet napkin and I just dabbed it around the edges to just soften it up. And then I'm taking one of my weeding tools from my Cricut machine, and I'm just, you know, kind of pulling away from the napkin just to make the little tears. And this went by really smooth. So I was pretty pleased with that. Once I got it to the liking, I'm going in to now start the decoupage, and I am just using your plain matte Mod Podge. Sorry guys, brain fog. And I'm just going sections at a time. Now, if you've been here with me, you know when it comes to my decoupage, I'm okay with wrinkles. That's just the vibe that I like. But if you are one who likes smooth textures, there are so many techniques out there that you can do. The earning technique, the sponge technique, it's all up to you and what you're vibing and what you like. This is just my preferred method. I don't feel like it's really no right or wrong way, as long as you get it to where you're happy with it. So, and that's kind of where I start seeing where I'm like, oh, I'm not really feeling that background on that smaller ornament. So now I'm just gonna, what I'm doing here is I'm taking those tower tumbling pieces, and I'm just putting them in their respective areas. And this is where I realized, like, yeah, I think I need a fourth one. And I just go in, do the same thing, glue it there, and then glue it down. So once this dries, I just go in and add Mod Podge all over, because, you know, with Mod Podge, if you don't do it, you can clearly see where the Mod Podge has been applied. And so that's all I'm doing here, is just trying to make it one cohesive piece. And like I said, I still, even at this point, I was just like, I don't like this. Like, it, not that I didn't like it, it just was not Christmassy to me. So I put it to the side, and now what I'm going to start doing, I did the same thing for the neck of the larger wood piece. I put the silver string around it, and now I'm going to take some of these, I call them goodie bags. You find these in the gift sections or party section as well. And they have like the little stars on them, the sheer ones. And you just put little candies like for weddings, birthday parties, things like that. I guess parting gifts, whatever you want to call it. I call them goodie bags. So my thought here was I wanted to create a snowy, starry background for that manger scene. And so these have the perfect little stars to them. And I did test this out, and I was like, okay, this is gonna work. It's gonna work. I'm gonna have some lines there because, you know, of course, of where I had to cut it. But once I blend it, and you guys will see what I do in a few minutes, I was like, this is gonna totally work. But yeah, no. So it worked overall. It did work, but I don't know, you know, I guess it just, Dollar Tree being true to form, nothing is complete, you know, is created equal. So what you do with one something, you may not get that same result with another. So nonetheless, I just went with it because I was about to, you know, just scrap it all together and be like, you know what, no. But I'm just one of those people, when I have invested time in it, I'm going to write it out, you know, do or die. Ugly or cute, it don't matter, I'm gonna write it out. So literally that's what I did here. And trust me, you will see where it's gonna blend, but you can still tell in certain places, you know, of where the connection was. But it was not like horrible, okay? So here, now this is where it got really funny, guys. I was really in the zone. I was tired. Like these past couple of weeks, I have just been exhausted. But so I wanted to create a light feature, which you see I'm doing here. I'm taking some of the little fairy lights or twinkle lights, and I'm weaving them in and out of where I put the tower tumbling blocks, and I'm putting the battery pack here. So my mind, when I was doing this, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, it'll be on the back, but I was supposed to put it on the back of the larger one, and I end up putting the glue, as you see me doing here, going it all the way down. And not only do I just put the crazy glue, I put some of the E6000 quick dry glue on here too. And I'm like, yeah, no, you weren't supposed to do that. So you can get in there to turn it on and off. You just need something that's really long to do it. But to change the battery pack, you would literally have to snap it apart. So yeah, bummer there, but nonetheless, you know, I got what I wanted. And I put Duracell batteries in there, so we got a little while before it needs to come out. I had to laugh about this. So what I'm doing here is now I'm blending. So I'm taking more of that vintage blue paint, and now I'm just going in where the pieces met are connected together, and I'm just blending them. So yeah, it's going to take out some of the stars, it's going to dull them out, but I'm going to be adding something else to this, and it's going to make it pop. So just trust me on it, it's going to come together. So even right here, you can kind of see, even where it was like really disjointed, uneven, you know, when I first finished it, just going over it with the paint, you can clearly see there, like it is blending it, but you do see the you know, like the creases and things like that, but they're not super noticeable. So here it was, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go around this. I'm going to use that same vintage blue that I used on the larger one, and I'm just going to add some white. I'm going to do some distressing with some white paint here, and that is what I liked. It made the little the napkin like pop a little bit, like it almost had like a little glow to it. And then with the lights on, which you guys will see, I always jump ahead, guys, oh my god, I get so excited. So here, and I like this, like I was okay with this because it wasn't just the solid blue. And here's what I'm talking about. So that glow around the bottom of that ornament, the smaller ornament, that's the lights. So it really made it look as though the larger one had some distressing, but it didn't. And so here I'm taking some stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby, some snowflakes, and I'm adding those in. And this is where I'm saying, so you can see like the little blotches here and there where, you know, I had to go in and try to fix it up, but I just used a whole pack of the stickers on there. And at the end of the day, I was completely okay with it. Like, it was not the end of the world. It wasn't. It could have been, but it wasn't. And so here I just I added in a pick that I got from Hobby Lobby as well, and I'm gonna go in, I think I put a red bow on this one, and then at the top, because my camera was dying, well, it did die, I added some berry picks, one little berry pick up to the top of the larger one, and you guys will see that at the end. Full disclosure, I show all my pieces, you know, on the final reveal. It just works mentally better that way for me. And so in the end, I feel like it really came together. Yes, there was some learning opportunities here. I would just have to kind of perfect this technique, but at the end of the day, I really like the way this came together. Now let's talk about this deck the halls, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am doing this collaboration with Miss Lisa Marie over at Crafting My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and the joyous Kathy Jo at Kathy Jo DIY. So both of these ladies are sweethearts. Kathy will have you in stitches from laughing. She's a true blue, down-to-earth person, just so authentic. So is Lisa. She's such a sweetheart. Just every time I ask her something, she's just super, super kind and always willing to give information. Sorry about the sirens that's coming up, guys. I apologize. I live next to a highway, a main highway, in non-stop traffic, so I apologize for that if you guys can hear the sirens. But now we are doing all things Christmas here. I'm so excited. If you guys are coming from their channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing. If by chance you found me first, I will have their information and links to their channel in my description box below, along with the playlist. So definitely go check them out, because if you have been on YouTube for any time, I know you have seen their work, and I know you will be happy with what they do. And if you haven't, you are in for a treat. So tell them I said hello with a million kisses. Thanks, ladies. So our next DIY or craft is going to be this snowflake. Now, the majority of these items, I believe, all came from Dollar Tree, with the exception of some stickers I'm going to be using. So just like on the large ornament, I'm going to do the same thing with the fairy lights here, where I'm just going to kind of weave them in and out and glue them down. But I did glue the battery pack in the right way, in the right space rather. And I'm just going back and forth just to make sure those lights are kind of spread out a little bit. There was some overlapping of some, but it does not stand out. It's not very noticeable. So just like here, like I had to like join together, and that's just how it had to come together. There was no way around it. And so with these fairy lights, if you tug a little bit, not too hard, you will get a little stretch out of them, but if you go too far, it will pull away from the battery pack. So you just need to be cautious there. So I did a little tugging, got them in the position that I wanted. Of course, you're going to have some lights on the back, which is totally fine, because this is something you can hang up against your wall, lean up against the wall, hang on your door if you want. Really, you know, if you want to have that kind of, that'll be kind of cool actually, have like a little night light to come up to your door. I don't know. Nonetheless, I glued this one in the right place, got those lights where I wanted them. This one I did paint off camera too. Just use your basic white chalk paint, nothing fancy. And I had went to my Dollar Tree, and I never seen the snowflakes this large. So I grabbed one. It was 2 in a pack, I want to say. And I was like, oh my goodness, I know exactly what I want to do. So I took another set of those tower tumbling blocks. I did the same to a set of 2, one set of 2. And I'm just going to glue that right in the center, and I'm going to put the clear snowflake on top of that one. And it does have, like, it's not glitter, but it has some type of material on it. I guess it was glitter, that, you know, chunky glitter. Maybe that's what it was, chunky glitter. And so I just attach that on there, let it sit for a minute. I go in with some of the E6000 quick dry glue. I do get that off of Amazon. At one point, Hobby Lobby did carry it, but I have not seen it there in a long time. But I did get that one off of Amazon. I will use that along with my crazy glue sometimes, or I'll just use it by itself. I mean, Gorilla Glue. So all I'm doing here is taking some stickers, some snowflake stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just placing them in where the petals of the snowflakes. I know they're not petals, but you know what I'm talking about. The wings, whatever you guys want to call them. I'm putting it on the outside just randomly and just alternating in colors. I did go with the silver and teal color, and it's kind of a toss-up today. I usually try and stay in one color scheme, but I did more teals and blues and a little bit of red and silver too. So it's a little bit of mix up here. So once I got that on there, I'm taking one of the I think it says, I forget what it says on this one. Happy holiday? Holiday greetings. I think that's what this one says. Holiday greetings, sorry. And I'm going in with some of this, I forget which blue this is, but it's so bright and vibrant, but it dries with this really nice, rich color. I know it's not French blue, and I think it's Cayman blue, and it's just gorgeous to me. And so I have these little miniature Christmas trees that I got out of one of, like, it's like a snow scene that they're selling at Dollar Tree. It's the little minis, like scenery, and they had this in there, so I thought that would be perfectly cute here. I put that little banner on there, and we're done with that. So we're going to move on to the next one. Again, painted off camera, and I went in with some of the French blue paint by Folk Art, I think this one was, and I'm using these stars got from Dollar Tree. The crate either came from Dollar Tree or Michael's, about the same price. So I think Michael's runs theirs at either 99 cents or $1.99, and then of course Dollar Tree runs theirs at $1.25. If you're lucky to still get it for $1, God bless your soul. You're lucky. Okay, so all we're going to do here is we're going to make a flower box. And really, it can be any type of box. It can be flowers, trinkets, even if you just want some, you know, just little knickknacks to put in there, or different type of, I forget what it's called, like glass fillers, things like that. You can definitely do that here. And it's two-sided. I did decide to do that. So all I did was I took some flower picks that I had got from Michael's. I think they were just gorgeous. And then I got this little this is an angel from Dollar Tree, and I was really excited to find this. As you can see, it changes shades of colors, and they do have other like little tea light candles that do this as well. And I went in and I added a bow to her. I did some snowflakes on this side, and then on the other side I went in, just put a bow on the other side. I think I flipped it over for you guys, either here or at the end. No, I did here, I think. I don't know, I can't remember, guys. But and pretty much I put snowflakes on the other side. Oh yeah, see, I did. So either way, you can flip it around. It's up to you. I love the way they came out. So simple, so cute. And you can just display it, and you can do any color you want. That's the cool part about it. So here I had found this plate at Hobby Lobby, and it's, as you can see, it says Christmas prayer, and it had a chip on it. So I got it for like $1.29. I was so excited. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous to me. And the prayer is really sweet. You can hit pause to kind of read it. I am bringing it closer. I thought I slowed it down a little bit. But you can pause and read it. It's just a prayer asking, you know, the Lord to just remind us that, you know, what Christmas is truly about, and, you know, the Son that He gave to us to, you know, for our sins. And so I just love that prayer. It's very sweet, very simple. It's definitely something to remind yourself of, you know, because we get caught up in that Christmas hoopla, you know. So we, you know, it just kind of takes us back to that reminder of what Christmas is really about. So it's very pretty, and it had the chip on the side, and I was like, you know what, this is doable. Like, I can totally make this work. So all I'm doing is going in with some stickers. I think these are like the holly berries or holly plants. No, they're not. I forget the name of them. I think poinsettias or poinsettias, whatever they're called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they're like in the little like swag or reefs, like they're longer stickers. I've had them for a couple years. So I just put one at the top, I put one at the bottom, and I took one of the little wooden reefs and I added a little white dove. And I ordered those doves off of Amazon. They got quite a few in a pack. I don't remember how much I paid, but it was pretty inexpensive. And then I'm taking some of the holly leaves on the side there and putting them to cover that crack. And so also I wanted to keep with the 3D theme, and I added in some, like, they're like glass textured Christmas trees and a glass textured bow. And it looks so, so cute. Like, this was so pretty and simple. And so next, that was it for that one. We're on to the next one, guys. I had to do some serious cutting here, guys. I'm so sorry. I hope you can follow along. It, you know, they were pretty simple crafts, nonetheless. But so this one, this is a pretty one to me. So I had two today that was really my favorite, and this is one of them. Well, three, because this one, the Christmas prayer one, which was like, you know, we just jushed that up a little bit, wasn't really a craft, but that was my favorite, along with the snowflake. Oh my gosh, that snowflake looks so beautiful when it was lit up. So all I'm doing here is taking some wood pieces. These are unfinished wood pieces that I got from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. And so the only thing really that came from Dollar Tree was the little crate. Everything else came from Hobby Lobby. And the owl, I'm going to be putting an owl in here. An owl in here, so you guys will see. And that actually looks very cute, just like that. You can make that into a really cute candle holder. But I am going to glue everything together, and this is just more of a conversation piece, if you will. It is I'm just going to create a base for it. I did use some more of the Tower tumbling blocks. I don't think I showed it here, but I used that for the bottom, the actual bottom. Then I adhered the crate and the little candlestick holder together, and I put that to the base. And so, and I have to tell you guys, this thing crumbled. When I first put it together, I put the E6000 quick dry glue, and I put a little bit of the Gorilla Hot Glue. I don't know what was going on, but, well, actually I did. I did not wait for it to dry. And I think that's what happened here. And it crumbled. Like, it literally, each piece just like, bloop, bloop, bloop. I was like, okay, I'm hearing you. I'm tired. You tired? All right, we're going to do this on your pace, though. So, waited a few minutes, went back in, got the glue off, reinforced everything. It was still a little wobbly, but in the end, it did come together. And sorry, a lot of this was like in and out of shot because I was just trying to make sure like it was all even, which at the end of it, it was still uneven. And I was so caught up in the moment, I forgot to trace this out before I adhered them, all the pieces together. And so that was another thing. It kind of made it shaky again, but I just, like I said, I just disassembled it, and I just went back in at it. You know, it was just no like turning back once it started to just all start to break up or pop loose. And so I just traced that out and got it. You know, I cut outside of where I traced a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch outside, just so I can make sure it would stick to the inside and you wouldn't see like any openings or anything like that. So I got that paper also from Hobby Lobby as well, and it's a very beautiful background, guys. I don't know where I got this thought from. I just thought, you know, that would look really pretty, and then to have the owl in front of it, I don't know. And I am going to put some tea light candles in the base for a nice little warm, like winterish glow. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It was just, I was so hyped on this one. It was so pretty. And I am going to fill that in with some, I call it like a furry boa type of ribbon. I don't know. It's just real furry. And that's what it reminds me of, a boa. And so I do put that in there along with some leaves as well. And it's just gorgeous. So here I'm just like going back in, trying to make sure everything is holding up, trying to give myself some time, let it, you know, to let it stick together. And it started coming together. Like I said, it was just a matter of, you know, patience and just waiting it out until it dried to where I can make sure the glue would work on the surface. And here is where I scalped the poor little owl, the little string that was coming out of his head. I had reattached it and then was like, oh, I don't need that. And I cut it a little bit too short, and he just had a little bit of a bald spot up there, but nobody's gonna see that. Nobody needs to know, just us. That's it. We don't have to tell his business like that. So once I got him down in there, he had a little flat bottom, or, you know, under there, and so he sat very perfectly on, I'm gonna put some of these flat dowels. I had put one across in there for him to sit on, so it worked out perfectly. And that way I could still move that and also be able to take out the candles if I needed to. And so here I felt like it still needed something at the top, so I cut down another one of those flat wooden dowels and just put a little dab of glue on each end and put them right there, just kind of to make like little rails, I guess, or handles. You wouldn't carry it like that, but that's, you know, it needed that there. And so here's where I'm putting it back on top of the candle holder with the base, letting it sit, and it's coming together. And I like this. Looks very vintage, very old school, and it just reminds me of Christmas for some reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but it really does. And the owls, Dollar Tree had some beautiful ones last year, and the ones they have this year is equally, actually I think they're a little bit better. I think they're cuter. You guys let me know. If you got the ones from last year, let me know. And if not, you know, hey, we like what we like, right? So I just went in, and here's where I went in, added some of the flowers. Those flowers I did get from Michael's. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous. and I'm just kind of going in with my weeding tool to kind of pull out some of that fur. I didn't want too much to come through, but just enough to just give a little, like a little oomph to it. And so I'm just kind of stuffing it in there around. That's what I'm doing off camera. I know. Why did I even keep this? I know you guys can't see. I'm sorry, but that's what I did. And I'm just putting in little plugs here and there, and he's able to move around very nicely, so he's not going to break or anything. And that's it. And I think this is gorgeous, guys. That is it for everything. I think this is just absolutely adorable. I really, really love this. And this is our final project of today. So I got this from Hobby Lobby it was on the 90% off sale. So it was $19.99 originally, guys, and I got it for $1.99. I was like, oh yes, always available for the discounts. Yes. So I love this, and it was from their spring and summer, and it says here, home is where we park it, and it has a little camper, and I thought it was super cute. I wanted to keep the camper, so what I'm doing is just going in and covering that with some painter's tape, and I'm going in with some of the black chalk paint from Dollar Tree. This is some really nice paint, guys. I'm sure you guys probably have already tried it, because I'm like the last person to get anything that comes to Dollar Tree. So I did try it a couple of days ago on some other projects. I loved it, and so I was like, I'm gonna try it here because I want to turn this to a Christmas piece. But the lettering was just so vibrant, it didn't seem that way on here, or either the paint was too thin, which is a possibility. It just kept coming through, and I did like 2 coats, and like I said, I was tired at this point, and I was like, okay, we just gonna roll with it. But you guys will see that. And here I got these Merry Christmas wooden wreaths from Hobby Lobby. It was 2 in a pack, and I paid $2 for them. So I felt like that was a good deal. So, and I painted that off camera, just your traditional red, white, and green Christmas colors. And so here's where, if you look close, you can see the words are still there. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna do some distressing with some white paint, and I'm gonna put the wreath over it. So the wreath should distract, unless you're just like really focusing on it, you'll see it. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, it's okay. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. Think about the wreath. Don't look at what's behind it. And at first I was going to try to make it 3D, but I was like, no, because you could really see it at that point. So I just left it flat to the surface. I'm going in with the hot glue and just kind of putting it around just a little bit. And here's where you can see I revealed the camper, and I did go in and do some distressing over that too, because it did just kind of stand out once I took everything off. And then I'm just going to go in with some stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby, these candy cane stickers. I think the other ones had like holly berries on them, and then it had some beautiful gold ones, and it said rejoice, and I put that on there. And this is one of the, not the painter sticks, but one of the crafting sticks, the larger ones, and I just cut off the rounded ends on each one, put that in the middle, and this is where I'm going to add in the little, I think these are holly berries, right? These are holly berry bushes. I don't know, somebody tell me. Anyway, I put them on each corner, and then I added in the word rejoice along with some little gold snowflakes that I added off camera again, because my camera decided to die again. So, my phone rather. And here I'm just randomly putting the stickers just to create a scenery, and that's literally it. And with the wreath, I just went in, I painted with some, I forget the name, I want to say it's like Evergreen or something like that, some red lipstick paint it's called, and white, your basic white paint. And then I just did a little bit of distressing on the ribbon at the top of the wreath. And like I said, here I'm just adding in different stickers. I tried to add in another little wreath there. I didn't like the way that looked. I removed that, so I decided to go with the bow. I was all about the bows on this video, and I didn't realize it till the end. I was like, okay, you like put bows on almost everything, I think. But hey, you just gotta go with what you're feeling, right? That's how you craft. You just go with it. Whatever happens, happens. And so that's what happened. And I didn't have to do anything to the frame. So that was it, guys. And here is our star. Here's everything coming up now. This is my favorite part. Always my favorite part. And yes, you will see some of my fall stuff in the background there. It's just because I have one staging area and I just have so many things up there already that I'm like, okay, we're just gonna stick this right in the middle. It all kind of ties together anyway. Coloring may be a little bit off, but let's just focus on this. Isn't that pretty, guys? Like, that is really, really pretty. Sorry for the finger. Okay, there. And this is the other side of it, which I think is equally just as pretty. And I love the fact that it's two-sided, so you get 2 for 1. I love that. And then here is our ornament, guys. And I have to say, this, it really is beautiful. Like, this is really, really beautiful to me. Like, you can definitely see some missed opportunities there, some blotches, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it added to the project. Like, this is really pretty to me. And just the fact that this wood, I mean, it just, you can't see the theme, especially like with the lights down, but you can actually see it, and it's gorgeous. It's really pretty to me. And here is our owl. Isn't he cute? I feel like he's looking out a window or something. I don't know where this is. What would you call it? I don't know. What would you call this? I think it's so pretty though. It just screams Christmas to me. And oh my goodness, here it is with the lights on. Right, look at that. Oh my goodness, I love this. Like, it's so pretty. It just really is so rustic and farmhouse to me. And here's my snowflake. Happy holidays. I love this, and I don't know why I love it so much, but it's just so pretty. The colors, that little that blue, that came in blue, oh my gosh, it's just pretty. And then you turn the lights down, and it's like the lights just feel right in the perfect places for that clear snowflake. I was not trying to do that, guys. It like literally did it. And even here, this, it just looks like icy blue. I mean, icy white, right? I don't know. I'm so extra, y'all. And here's the Christmas prayer plate. I think it's a beautiful plate. I think it's just, it's everything that Christmas means, you know, and what we should really be doing and recognizing for Christmas. And I absolutely love the way that came out as well. And here is our final project of today. And I mean, you know, it's not like the best, but I think it's really cute. I think it has a really rustic, old school farmhouse feel to it. And I was not disappointed at the end of the day. So I was happy with all the projects. Like I said, I had my 3 favorites, but all of them I enjoyed doing. And before we wrap up, I want to give another shout out to Kathy Jo and Lisa Marie for hanging out with me today and doing the Deck the Halls challenge. I just had so much fun. I can't wait to see what they created for you all. And like I said, their links will be in my description box along with the playlist. So please, please, please go check them out and see what they're doing today. You will not be disappointed. I say it and I'll say it and I'll keep saying it. Anybody I've collaborated, I have the utmost respect for their craft because they're so talented, and these ladies are in the top ranking of that talent. So just let them know I sent you their way. And like I said earlier on, if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you for coming back to hang with me. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, lovies. Just know that those comments are only desired and not required. And as I always like to wrap up my videos saying, fall in love every day. Every day you have an opportunity to open your eyes. It's an opportunity to fall in love with at least one something that day. So find the joy in it. Find the peace. Find the love, lovies, and go with it. We all have our seasons, and every season is good. So thank you for stopping by to hang out with me. Be safe, be kind, and happy crafting the days away. Hope to see you all in the next video.